It's that card girl, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Gundam Card Games Starter Deck 1. This is the blue and gray Heroic Beginnings Starter Deck, which is a very fitting name for a game's first starter deck. This deck will have familiar faces to anyone who has watched Mobile Suit Gundam and Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury. Let's go ahead and get into this box and see what all this starter deck has in it. Edgeger's on break because Hans and I only thought it was fitting to use a hobby knife in honor of the over 700 million Gunpla that have sold worldwide. Inside the box, we have our deck and pack. And still hiding in the box was our quick start rules with a simple playmat on the back. Our deck bundle has our 50 card deck, 10 resource cards, 8 token cards, and a paper damage counter. The packs that come in the starter decks are bonus packs specific to each deck. It contains one full art holo of any card included in the deck. Hans is going to set that aside for now and open it after we look over the deck. Now, let's get that band slid off of our deck and see what all we're working with. We have 2 copies of the blue level 4 3-cost Gundam RX-78-2 unit card with 3 attack and 4 health. The pilot needed for its link pair is Amuro Ray. 2 copies of the white level 5 4-cost Gundam Aerial Permanent Score 6 XVX-016 unit card with 4 attack and 4 health. Its link pair pilot is Suletta Mercury. The way the decks are ordered out of the box is with the units first, so we also have 4 copies of the level 5 3-cost Blue Gundam MA Form RX-78-2 with 4 attack and 3 health. The link pair pilot for this unit is Amuro Ray. Next is 4 copies of the blue level 3 2-cost Gun Cannon RX-77 with 2 attack and 4 health. Kai Shiden is the pilot you need for the link pair on this one. There's 3 copies of the blue level 3 2-cost Gun Tank RX-75 with 2 attack and 3 health. Its link pilot is Hayato Kobayashi. And then we have 3 copies of the blue level 2 1-cost GM RGM-79 with 2 attack and 2 health. 4 copies of the white level 4 2-cost Gundam Aerial Bid-On Form XVX-016 with 3 attack and 4 health. Its link pair pilot is Suletta Mercury. 4 copies of the white level 1 1-cost Demi Trainer MSJ-121 with 1 attack and 1 health. And then we have 3 copies of our last unit, a white level 2 2-cost Zolwart FD-19 that has 3 attack and 2 health. Moving on to the pilot section of the deck, there are 4 copies of the blue level 4 1-cost Amuro Ray that gives your unit plus 2 attack and plus 1 health. We also get 4 copies of the white level 4 1-cost Suletta Mercury that gives your unit plus 1 attack and plus 2 health. And then we have our command cards, starting with 3 copies of the blue level 2 1-cost Thoroughly Damaged, 3 copies of the blue level 3 1-cost Kai's Resolve, and 2 copies of the white level 3 1-cost Unforeseen Incident. Next up we have our bases. There's 3 copies of the blue level 3 2-cost white base that has 5 health. We also have 3 copies of our white level 2 1-cost Astacacia School of Technology Earth House, which has 5 health as well. Now, not part of your main deck is the 10 resource cards, which will make up your resource deck. There's one EX base, one EX resource, and then our token units. We get 2 copies of the 3 attack, 3 health Gundam RX-78-2, 2 copies of the 2 attack, 2 health gun cannon RX-77, and 2 copies of the 1 attack, 1 health gun tank RX-75. And at the very back is our paper damage tokens. This deck comes with 4 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 1 4, and an AP-3 and AP+1 token. Now, that's everything that came in our deck. Let's take a closer look at some of these cards though. Starting with our pilot, Amuro Ray, and unit Gundam. Amuro Ray has a burst effect which is activated when you draw the card from your shield. This burst effect lets you add him to your hand. Normally when you draw a card from your shields, it goes directly to the trash. He also has a when paired effect that lets you rest an enemy with 5 HP or less. Now our Gundam unit card has Repair 2, meaning it recovers 2 health at the end of your turn, and while it's paired, all your units get +1 to their AP. Since it's wall paired and not wall link paired, it does grant the +1 no matter who is piloting it. So any pilot can be paired with a unit, however a unit and pilot are linked or link paired when you've used the pilot specified in the bottom left bit of the card. In this case, the link pair is Amuro Ray. Let's take a look at Suletta Mercury and Gundam Aerial Permit Score 6. Our pilot also has the burst effect that lets you add her to your hand instead of the trash, and once per turn when you attack, she lets you set one of your resources as active. This unit lets you choose a level 5 or less enemy unit to get -3 to its AP for the turn when it's paired. So it's only on the turn you pair it, but still a beefy move. Now we have our 3 commands. Commands can all function as a one-time use card. You meet their level, pay their cost, get their effect, and then put them in the trash. Like Unforeseen Incident. If you're level 3, you can pay the 1 cost to be able to give -3 attack to an enemy unit for the turn. It can either be used as a main effect or as an action, which means you can use it on either your turn or your opponent's turn so long as you can pay its cost. It also has a burst effect that gives you the same effect. However, some command cards can also be used as pilots, like our 2 blue commands. Thoroughly Damaged, if used as a command card, lets you deal 1 damage to a rested enemy unit during your turn. Or you could use it as the pilot, Hayato Kobayashi, and the unit you pair it with will gain +1 health. And of course, any paired effects that the unit would grant you as well. Kai's Resolve can be used as a command during your main phase to heal 3 HP to a friendly unit. So if you're playing in a format with more than just 1v1, you could use this card to heal a teammate as well. But you could also use this as the pilot Kai Shiden. If you use it as a pilot, the unit you pair it with will gain 1 attack. So, confession time. I was having the hardest time remembering which came first on the bottom boxes, AP or HP. Then Hans told me what I have been thinking every card. AP first, then HP. AH. Zoort here is a blocker with a caveat. It cannot be used to attack an enemy player. So this card's only function is to block an attack for you. There are other blockers that can also attack, but it's kind of fun having one that can only block. Our blue color white base, which is definitely not confusing at all, has quite a few different effects. It has a burst effect that has you deploy the card, and then a deploy effect that has you add 1 of your shields to your hand. So if you get this card from your shield area, you'll play it and then put another of your shields into your hand. You're losing 2 shields, but gaining a base, and not losing that next shield veers to the trash pile. This base also has a once per turn effect that you can use during your main phase if you pay 2 resources. And what it does depends on how many units you already have in play. If you don't have any units out, you can deploy, aka play, 1 Gundam white base team unit token with both an AP and HP of 3. If you have 1 unit out already, you can deploy a gun cannon white base team unit with 2 AP and 2 HP. Or, if you have at least 2 units already deployed, you deploy 1 gun tank white base team unit with 1 AP and 1 HP. So, how many units you already have deployed will determine how powerful the token you can deploy is. And those tokens I'm referring to were right after the EX cards whenever we were unboxing this deck. Now, a few of the other cards that come in this deck do also have effects, but these are some of the more powerful ones. With our One Piece explanation videos, we would go on to talking about upgrade cards now, But since this is a new TCG, we're doing it a bit differently this time around. And don't worry, if you're confused by what some of the things I said meant, we're going to be doing a how to play video after we finish going through the 4 starter decks that are out. Hans and I have already been playing against each other some, and while I was honestly a little confused at first about the gameplay, I picked everything up really quickly, and this might actually be my favorite TCG right now. It's definitely super fun to play, and we've been having a great time with it. Well, let's get to checking out that bonus pack though, and see what upgrade we got for our deck. The C+ Armor Array. Awesome! I think this is one of the best cards in this deck for sure. As always, we put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with shorts on Sundays. We focus mainly on Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, and now Gundam. Our video looking at Starter Deck 2 will be out on Friday, with ST3 and 4 Monday and Friday next week. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell the next pilot you meet about us. That Card Girl out!